good now, guys? You good? You good? Hear each other? Or actually, I don't really hear you, but here? It's all good. Alright, let's start this. How do I? Okay. I forgot where we left off from last time. Besides, all right. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Oh right, okay. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Oh, reverse. Sorry, I giggled. God, that just sounds like me. Oh god. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Gop liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Gop. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Gop lower everyone's standard a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Her words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of everyone? Or in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Every single time she stands like this, it looks like she's staring at her hair. Anyways, it makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Oh, frick, it's my voice. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Gob Gob. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Can I walk home with both girls? Just to get all the girls. I mean, okay, so I guess I'm still going for Yuri, right? I would have to say Yuri, even though this is... Walking home with Yuri. Huh. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me for such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, I'll write another poem? Okay, alright. So, Yuri, what is she? Whisper? Oh, she's a whisper? Okay. Misery. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting. These are like the same words, but I keep forgetting which one's which. Empty. Oh, frick, girl. Coral. Tone. Misfortune. Oh, I keep forgetting that she's a philosophy. Unrestrained. Judgment. Headphones? Oh. Disoriented. Crimson. Agonizing. Fester. Tenacious. Vitality. Passion? Oh, whoops. Meager. Who did this on? Oh, okay. Wrath. Oh wait, no, I think she's Masquerade. Climax? Boy. Essence. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Of all people? What do you mean? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica? I thought it was like Taco Yami? Takoyami? Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Is that the fourth world upbreaking? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I move my hand in front of her face. Yeah? She's spacing out again. Oh, right, squid. I thought, okay, octopus is the other one. Sorry. Okay, Ika, right? Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sherry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced back at Sayori before turning back toward everyone. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Gapgap, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Gob Gob. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Gob Gob. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I... and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Gob Gob. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. Oh god. You're so funny, Gob Gob. You're so funny. Sorry. You're so funny, Gob Gob. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, but you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk, walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now I feel like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Oh wait, just wondering, does this sound better, or does this sound better? I forgot which direction this mic face. I'm gonna change it back real quick to see. Does it sound any different? Oh, I think the mic is kind of directional, so I was wondering if it sounds better on this side of the mic. Oh, it sounds better on this side of the mic. Okay, so I'm guessing it doesn't matter then. Okay, cool. Okay, alright. So, this one it is. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Okay. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. Anywhere like this? What do you mean, bro? I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. Oh, wow. Okay, Gob Gob's a lot more initiative than I am. So I have no other choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. God, this accent. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right.
I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Gob gob. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries beyond every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my... Oh god, okay, eye contact. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. What kind of accent is this? That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as you're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica claws out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Sorry, okay. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, let's start with... I almost forgot her name. Yuri! Gob gob. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has nothing short of spectacular. I hate this accent, oh my god. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think I ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to prove so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri smiles gently to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. Never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you were so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Music change? Gob gob. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all of the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Gob Gob. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Gob Gob. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. More than friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A love figure crosses his path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. A single arm. The flickering light is rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Same. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I don't think I do. I'm Gob Gob. I'm not Gob Gob, I don't understand. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. I don't understand the words. I hope we keep spending time together. I should have waited. Hold on. I am terrible with imagery and stuff. green? That important? Blue, green, and amber? Yeah, I should, but how do I... There's no way for me to go back to it, can I now, right? Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, well... Yeah. I like terrible in terms of reading poems. I don't always understand them. Despite my ability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge from on Yuri's lips. No, it's not. You can't really see it. It's just... Let me get it for you. And then, finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Does it show? Could I just search it up? Yuri's poem. Oh wait. Yuri's poem. Ghost in the Light. Part 2. Oh, okay. Alright. Back then. Oh. Despite my inability to make eye contact. Oh, okay. Should I? Oh wow, it's the same font too. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, it flickers. A love figure. I mean, I get a love figure, but across the path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. Silhouette grows closer, closer. Open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from invisibility. Wait. Okay, but I am too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. Flickers, my heart pounds. He reaches his arm. Time stops. Movement is wait. My heart is movement is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart. What's the flickering light? Is it? It's the light flickers and drum. Teasing me from coming to this forbidden emotion. I mean, I'm guessing she loves this person. Ghost feeling once before. Wait, is she a ghost? No, wait. Is she a ghost? Wait. Teasing me for succumbing to emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling once before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghost of the green, my heart is amber. I feel like, am I getting too deep into this, or am I just dumb? I'm guessing he is Gob Gob. Right? Hold on, wait 1 moment, hold on. Is the amber lights up? Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me just reread this real quick before I... No, I have to reread this and that one too. But she told you what it was about. I have such a terrible memory. I have no idea what it was. I just remember it was not exactly about ghosts, but like, kind of. Like, actually terrible at remembering. Can I look that up? Can I look at the history of what she said that day? No, I cannot. Cool. Yeah, I remember that. Because I remember she said that it was not about ghosts. But... what? Am I like so stupid? Wait, hold on, so... I forgot what was even... being scared to send the future to become someone different. Okay. But it was a metaphor. Okay. I would assume that. Because it's very specific and mentioned at least more than twice. It's a contrast between blue, green, and amber. Okay, so it's about being scared to step into the future to become someone different. And the blue light was a metaphor. Hold on. Distance, blue light flickers. And going across this path, which made it very glow. Bounce light glows closer, closer. Time stops. When did you be there as amber light flickers outstretched hand? See the amber light? No, it's light. The light is really that with part of my heart. Never heard of ghost feeling once before? She's a ghost, right? Like, I'm not understanding why she was the ghost. She is the ghost, right? Is that what she's referring to? Or when she says, have you ever heard of a ghost feeling once before? She's talking about herself, right? Wait, how did she see that color? And she's also that color. Let me just... ghosts? It's not about ghosts. What is that supposed to mean? About being scared of the future. Something different. What's metaphor? It's not yet. This one. Know that he's you. Oh, it's Azu. Hello. What's up? What is the point? I mean, I'm assuming it's love. That's what I assume. And I'm assuming Amber is the emotion he feels, or she feels. But I'm slightly confused otherwise. Because I'm on a Mac and it doesn't take sound. Okay. Wait, so what does this mean though? Is she saying that she feels love? Alright, bye Azu. Oh, that's early for you. Kind of. Bye. Have fun at work tomorrow if I don't see you. Wait, I'm confused though. Is she just saying she loves him? Is this a confession? I'm like really dumb when it comes to this stuff. So it's a confession poem. kind of assumed that, but I don't know if I'm missing the point or not. Reread the convo after, okay. What was it? Do you dislike it? Of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Figure out what's the... I don't know how to explain this one. It's fine. I understand this one. Your honor touched me than usual. This one mean a lot to you. Nods. Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared with me. So, did I just friend zone her, kind of? Well, not exactly, but like, friend zone with the option of keeping more. Was she expecting me to say... I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay. Let me just say, I've never been in a romantic situation, so I have no idea if I'm supposed to be getting something that I'm not supposed to, or if I'm supposed to, I mean. No, literally nothing about this stuff. Yeah, I guess the last part isn't really friend zone, though. So, was the only thing I had to get about this was that it was a confession poem? Because I think I got that, or at least I assumed that. Okay, alright. I got that. I kind of assumed all of them were for her, but I just didn't exactly know the exact metaphors. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Oh wait, I want to go back on Twitch so I can... Yeah, I should. But I forget so much after it happened. I just gotta review it before I start streaming. Alright. Wait, so you're saying there's more poems? How many poems has she written so far? Is it... Definitely 2. Did we get 3 poems so far? Or is this the 3rd one? I don't remember how many poems we have had. Whoops. Alright, despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something. Did she write another poem for the other girls? But I'm sure we can talk again later. Oh god, what kind of accent was that? Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Wait, what did I say? I have no idea what I just said. God. This is the problem. I don't remember anything. Alright, what did I do next? I think I did Natsuki, right? I'm absolutely terrible. I remember this. Oh my god, my brain's terrible.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh wait, crap. Okay. Let's put this on. You didn't even...
Next.
Okay. Alright. Did I do Monica next? I think I did Sayori last, so. Hi, Gob Gob. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Or, I think I read that right. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem, and I'm holding it in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Gob Gob. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Edgy novel? What? Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel wasn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? That's what I thought, bro. Wait, so if I can play this over again, does every single one I talk with become evil? Or become crazy, I guess, so to speak? Because I want to see that with Natsuki. I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. Bandage? You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and finger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Am I supposed to be getting something from this too? I don't... I'm gonna keep going because you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life to meaning, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I read about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Okay, alright. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Wait, hold on, what? Humans aren't two... What? Okay. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice here for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I sell my poem to next? I don't know, man. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? This club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Gob Gob. Sayori, is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play you can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit earlier today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else. Oh my god, what if they're all crazy and they're on this club to get boys to kill everybody? Alright, anyways. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Wait, what? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh god. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Wait, what's her catchphrase? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh my god. How did she start this? And what's her usual... What? Okay. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. What the frick does that sound? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Oh my god, her hair. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pounding too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Gob Gob. Slug. The one who is truly useless. Mood. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's crap to make a choice, don't I? Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Gob may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Gob to...
What are you saying? What are you saying? What? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment.
In the end, I think it's up to Gob to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said.
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Gob, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I have to go eat again, so I'll be back again later if you want to keep going after this. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh my god, I can go to Sayori too? Wait, what is she doing again? Okay, I think I'm just gonna stop here for now, and then I'll come back, since this is a place where I have to make a decision anyways. So if you still want to do this later, I can do it later. But right now, I'm just gonna stop for now. So, save this now. Okay. Let's do it again just in case, because, you know, why not? And then, I will stop this.